Welcome to another scene set in the Chronicles of Darkness. I'm part of Requiem, a Requiem from London. Tonight we set the scene of Alycat in her apartment preparing to investigate the company officers of Cheiron Group. In her preparation, as she lies within her small, humble abode, she has bled into a bowl, looking to unearth the truths that lay behind the veil of the company through the power of her vitae and her sorcery. Alycat, a vision unfolds within the bowl and takes root within your mind. You see a trail of carnage throughout the city of London. A road battered and torn with debris, and a collapsed building leads up to a mound of concrete detritus. Upon this mound of rubble is the body of a bloodied horned demon, its hands clad in black, its handprints clambered all over the mound bleeding of vitae, potent such that you can smell it. You can feel it even from the separation of space and time itself. One of the individuals standing upon the mound above the demon, having supposedly slain it, is someone you recognize. Aldry, the child of the good Councillor Foster of the Carthian movement. But although she stands tall, around the mound are police sirens blaring, and a young red-haired woman who you have not seen before runs across the road as if she were being chased. As the chaos unfolds further, a shadow extends over the mound and the rest of the city square. A skyscraper looming over it, bearing the symbol of a catachaos. As the shadow extends, you hear the scream of a woman, and there is a burst of movement as brick and mortar is flung and spun in a tornado of invisible kinetic energy. As this menacing shadow extends over you, extends over the city, the skyscraper itself leans forward, and as it does so, engulfs the entire domain. Any questions from the class?
I can ask one. It's I didn't expect something like this.
That's, well, one could say that is almost part and parcel of visions. One rarely knows what to expect from them.
Yeah. One question about this. So many. Trying to decide which one is the best.
What immediately strikes Alycat as confusing about the vision?
The confusing part is definitely like there's a couple of things.
Mm-hmm.
Like Audrey's involvement. Fact that I asked about the company and who's behind it, and I get this. So in a way, I'd like to know more about that demon, and about how it was slain. I'd like to know my original idea of like finding out who's behind the company, because that wasn't really clear in the vision. Like this vision of how the company came to an end, like a possible future, or is this so in that case the demon might be behind it? In which case, I'd like to know who summoned the demon. I think that might be. I think that might be the best question. Is like something regarding a demon, like who summoned it or why was it summoned?
Hmm. You see, as you inquire upon the demon, that the demon has many heads, many masks, many personas, many personalities. You don't think the demon represents one individual or even a malefic spirit, but it is a metaphor for something else? For many people, an organization, or a group perhaps. The handprints seem to be symbolic of something. A black handprint. They're all over the mound. It's clearly representative of something. The question is, what? You haven't seen this before. Handprints have often been used before in, brands and symbols of various things. But you don't know what this specifically represents. Given that Audrey slew it, you reckon it's likely kindred in origin.
Mm-hmm.
But if it is of a group, they are likely not well known. But if they are, given where this vision takes place, they are clearly within the domain, and you would imagine their will is ill for London, and will definitely involve the Carthians.
Mm-hmm.
You know that, given that your vision inquired about the business initially, that Cheiron Group must be involved somehow, but there's little indication of how or why or whether it's coincidental.
What is sorry, the backing out. Give me a moment. I didn't hear the part of who was responsible, like that one word.
Again, you reckon this demon, given that it is representative of an organization, that the organization is responsible for their own presence here. This is not a being that was called here or summoned into place. It is not a true spirit. It is a metaphor.
Yeah.
So you think they brought themselves here, whomever they are.
Okay. Trying to write it down in the document.
Just let me know when you're finished.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. I think I got the gist of it.
Okay. That is the vision that plays out before you, and those are the answers you get.
Okay. Okay. Well then, in that case, we're gonna continue as planned. She will actually take the time. Because this entire let's look into this company just became a hell of a lot more problematic and semi-dangerous. So she will take the time to send out message to Audrey and basically, writing the info down. As I wrote the info down in a blood doc, or in our info doc. So yeah, she'll take the time to do that, and she'll let them know that she is going to check out this this company. And if they don't hear from her again, that she may have gotten herself into way too much trouble.
As she does.
As she does. Not gonna lie, as she does. But yeah, that is what she's gonna do, and then she'll make sure her rabbits have enough food and everything for the night, and maybe just the night after that as well. And she'll go on her way.
Okay. So, you head to the City of London. One of the two most pivotal boroughs in the city. Or so it could be argued. Important enough that the king has taken direct control of it. No baron rules here. No sect official. No primogen. Not even any one sheriff polices it. It is all under the control of the prince and his personal enforcers. And by extension, the Invictus and their enforcers. Even the Queen's stake is limited here. Such is the degree to which both the King and the Invictus have pursued control over these domains. No one, not even the most trusted partners, can know the full extent as to what happens here. And information about the City of London and what actually goes on within tends to be scarcer than most, even for the cacophony. If one wants to hold true influence and power here, one needs the king's permission. And you do not have the king's permission. As a result, would you mind rolling me with stealth? Or with streetwise?
Yeah, that's cool.
Your Alycat merit will apply here.
Let's find it again to see exactly what it does and in which book it is. This is problematic. Don't believe it's in the main book.
Now, this place is highly secure. There's a lot of cameras. And the Invictus have a lot of enforcers here. And the borough is quite small compared to other boroughs. It's one of the, arguably the smallest. Not entirely sure if it's the smallest, but it's definitely up there. Which means it's also easy to cover a lot of ground as a kindred, keeping watch over this place. So you're going to lose 5 dice.
Jesus Christ.
Due to the surveillance and the pervasive presence of the Invictus. You can spend a willpower.
I'm just trying to find the Alycat mirror. Do you happen to know in which book it is? Because I keep...
Secrets of the Covenant.
Ah, right. That's the one book I hadn't checked yet. Thank you, dear.
It's only like the second most relevant book.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. So.
Then it is in the... There it is. Found it. I don't think I'm ever going to forget this one now, but I also feel like I may have said that before.
It basically means you need less successes to score an exceptional, which will be very, very useful here.
Yeah. Okay, I have 2 dots in it, so 3 successes make an exceptional success. You said wits stealth?
Wit stealth or wit streetwise, whatever's your highest.
Both are equally high, but in streetwise I have a rumor specialty, which probably won't apply here. Question though, because I did go, went through the motions of putting on a wig and wearing different clothing than I usually wear and wearing different makeup. That -5 be, a little bit...
Okay. How much resources do you have?
3.
Okay. I will give you a +2 bonus to your disguise.
Okay.
Which will offset the penalty if you spend a willpower completely.
Okay. So
Yes.
with stealth is 6 dice. +2 for the thing is 8. -5 is 3. So how high is my willpower currently? Ugh. I only have 2 willpower currently. I regained 1. I haven't noted it down, so that's my bad. Am I gonna try it on 3 or am I gonna go with 6? You know what? I'll spend the willpower.
Defend the Holy Land!
Ow. It's a waste of willpower. 0 successes.
How many successes?
0. Because I fucking wasted willpower. That's annoying. Might as well have not rolled 6 dice.
That is incredibly unfortunate.
Yeah. I am very well aware of this. fair, I am just passing through. I'm not actually doing anything.
But
Well,
how will the
heading into
Invictus
a
feel,
building.
I wonder?
That is the problem of the Invictus.
Well, so
Oh, fuck me.
before you head out to Cheiron Group, now we've made the roll, what equipment are you taking with you? Because you're taking a disguise.
Yes, I'm taking a disguise.
You'll need some lockpicks.
Yes, that was my next thing. I'm not gonna bring my bike because it stands out too much. So I'll go with public transport. Going to make sure that I have gloves with me, but then, you know, like the latex gloves.
Oh no, you get one extra dice for disguise. I just looked it up. Roll me one extra dice.
Oh. That one dice is gonna matter. I swear. If it's gonna matter, I'm
Still
gonna
got
be
like
so
a
happy.
30% chance. It might work. You got. Okay, fair enough.
It doesn't matter.
seven dice or failures. That is highly unlikely and incredibly unfortunate.
The thing was, though, if I knew I had an extra dice, I probably wouldn't have spent the willpower. So I'm now extra annoyed. Oh well, it'd be that way.
It does be that way. Yeah, you can. I think with free resources you can get a lockpicking kit. That's actually very useful for what you're trying to do.
Hey.
It gives you a +2 dice bonus to working mechanical locks. You have resources free. What are your contacts? Do you have access to Underworld or technical, like digital groups? What's your connections?
Don't have any contacts.
You're supposed to be the Alycat.
Yeah, I don't have any contacts.
And get it together, Alycat.
Jeez. Yeah, this is why I didn't, hire someone to do this, although I'm regretting this heavily now.
Okay. I'm going to say lockpicking kit. With your background, you can obtain a digital lockpicking kit. That's a bit more specialist, and you don't really need a contact for that.
No.
You definitely need contacts background for that, or allies.
Yes, I will look into that at some point. Gonna bring a burner phone, not my own cell phone.
Okay, fine.
Don't want to bring too much because, obviously I'm gonna go in as a cleaner.
A free resource.smartphone will give you a +2 dice bonus to whatever you're using it for.
That is cool. Yes. I want to bring just, basically just bring a handbag because it makes sense, right? That you have a handbag when you go to work. So, in the handbag, the lockpicking set will obviously be there. The phone. I'm gonna have like a roll of duct tape. And what do you call them? To be
Oh, what, sorry?
those plastic things that you can kind of use to secure things. Zip.
Oh, zip wires?
Yes.
Is it the zip wire?
I think we both know what I'm talking about,
yeah, I know
right?
what you're talking about. It's
Can't come up with the word currently.
Yeah, it's a second, what are you referring to? Yeah, effectively, yeah, just plastic wiring. As an we just can put that cast status toolkit because you're dressing up as a janitor. A toolkit wouldn't look entirely out of place.
Well, like I said, a lot of cleaning ladies just have their backpacks on, or their handbags on their cards with the cleaning stuff.
Now, the cleaning cart you will not be able to take on the bus with you.
Oh no,
So
I get that.
you'll need to
Oh,
get
I
that
totally
later.
Get that. I will get that later.
So,
Just a piece of cloth and some napkins. I think that's all. I'm not gonna take any weapons with me.
okay.
Maybe pepper spray if I can get my hands on it, like pepper spray and maybe a taser. I don't, like I said, I don't have.
Yes, both of those are
anything,
listed
so-
in the equipment section, which is concerning.
Mm.
Pepper spray is listed as mace on page 191. Gives you a dice bonus of +1 to a dex plus athletics check or a dex plus firearms roll, which stuns your opponent, giving them -5 penalty to all actions. For a set number of rounds. And what was the other one?
Pepper spray or maybe a taser.
Taser is stun gun. Free resource. Okay, free resource. Stun gun.
Nice.
Are you using a ranged model or a non-ranged model?
Non-ranged.
Okay, so it uses dex plus weaponry, penalized by the victim's defense.
Okay.
Successes gives them 1 point of lethal damage only, but subtracts from the victim's next dice pool.
Useful. Okay.
That's in extended combat, though. Most of the time, people just fall over in incredible pain.
Lol.
Well, actually, if you exceed their strength, they fall into neuromuscular incapacitation.
And just because, just stating the obvious, I will pack in the package of cigarettes, a lighter,
that's
just a little bit of a snack, like a packed sandwich and deodorant.
Yeah.
Breakin deodorant.
That's fine. That won't count towards your resource expenditure. We'll assume you've got all of this over the course of months and years because Alycat's been around for a while. I'll go over resource rules at the end of the scene. But yes, you have all of those tools with you. Make sure to note them down in your blue book. Across their equipment you now possess, and then unload them on your sheet. So, you head to the Leadenhall building. It is a slanted skyscraper. Very tall. Rests not far from a very different looking tower called the Gherkin, nicknamed as such because of its size, because of its shape. And stands sort of above it. Stands taller. Leadenhall building has several entrances, up some steps. When do you make it to the building? Like 8 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 12, 1?
I think about 8 or 9 o'clock, because I think that's the usual time when, most people of the office, even those working late, are kind of like going home and the cleaning crew comes in.
So
she would have, like we already discussed, she would have watched the building like a couple of times. But she'll try to time it when most of the cleaning workers are coming in tonight.
Okay. Cleaning crew, they alternate between coming through the front and the back. However, the building now, because it is 8 p.m., is currently shut. So,
Ali will go through the back.
You'll need to unlock the door.
Oh, she's gonna, when one of the cleaning people actually go enter, just run behind them and it's like, wait, hold on a minute. Hold the door, please. Kind of pretending that she came in running because she's late. She has a cigarette in her mouth and just tosses it away halfway when she's like close to the door. Just takes that last before throwing it away. And she's like, oh, thank you. I missed my sub. And
okay. One of them looks at you. He's a man. Looks like he's in his mid-50s, and he says, "Oh, hey, I haven't seen you before."
Yeah, I've been working temp the last few weeks in several buildings and told me to fill in here. Hi, I'm Allison.
Roll me manip sub. Your disguise adds 3 dice. He does not have a particularly good wood score. It's only 2, so you lose 2 dice.
Okay. Manip.
So you gain 1 dice in total from your disguise.
6 minus 2 is 4 dice.
These are not optimal rolls for you. Oh my god.
I am going to use Dice Roller 2 from now on. Gods!
Wow, that's actually real unlucky. That's 11 dice in a row where you've not scored a single success.
Right?
I says, okay, you got ID?
She starts looking in her bag and says, fuck, I must have left my wallet at home. Shit. Come on. Can't be one of these nights. That is actually not a lie. Like, he looks kind of desperate. It's like one of these nights again. Oh, I'm so sorry. Like,
I mean, if you're a record, I mean, you could probably get another ID from, well, you'll need to have a word of reception, I think.
oh man, this sucks. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, hi. It's nice to meet you. As I said before, I'm Allison. Just, you ever have one of those days that everything just goes wrong? She, kind of walks with him.
Yeah, sometimes.
Oh, it's
You
been such bad
notice
luck.
he looks a bit skittish around you.
Like, I really want to keep this job, but I'm trying to work, like, my education, my study, and the job, and it's been so busy. Like, I've not even been able to sleep this day so that I could prepare for my shifts.
Oh, okay. Should be noticed he's actually walking around to the front of the building.
Oh wait, they're not inside the building? Damn it.
No, like he's walking around the back to the front because he's clearly sort of like trying to guide you down to the reception area.
Yeah. Ellie is just trying to, come across as the as a chaotic student that just is in way over her head, and he's definitely trying to raise sympathy with this guy,
Mm-hmm.
So have you been doing this work for a long time?
Yeah. Better part of a decade now, you know.
So, you have any advice for like new people on the job? Because I've been trying to get like a permanent position here. No, because I really needed to cover my my expenses, especially with university. Who'd have known that going to study geography would be so expensive, right? And I was just kind of was hoping to get out of the temp position, but every ad so far, not just here but with other companies as well, they all say you need 2 years of experience at least for cleaning. And I get it, like I understand it's important, but so I just think that they're asking. They always ask the young people with a ton of experience and all the time in the world. Did that ever get to you?
He's sort of like going, yeah, and then you stop and he's like, yeah, uni stuff is, that's rough. He's like only half paying attention to what you're saying.
Oh. She'll get out another cigarette. We'll offer him one. Smoke?
No, we can't smoke inside the building.
Oh. Wait, Chris, are we in or outside of the building?
As I told you, you're inside the building. He's taking you
We're
around to the reception area.
Thank you. Then I was confused because I thought you said we were outside because you didn't trust me to go inside yet.
No.
My bad. Okay, cool.
You're inside the building, but he's clearly suspicious of you and is taking you to a reception area because you don't have your ID and you need an ID.
That is fair. She'll offer him a piece of gum instead then. Like, you want one?
Yeah, no thanks.
Oh. Sorry, you must think that I'm a horrible employee.
No, it happens. No, we're almost there.
Does it happen to a lot of people? Because it kind of feels like it's always me.
As you say that, you're about to get to reception area. What do you tend to do, Alycat?
Shit. Shit. I have a feeling I do not want to go to reception area because I don't actually have the pass. So.
That's a correct assertion.
Are there like any bathrooms?
Yeah, there are a few bathrooms, so you're going.
Okay, I have to. I don't want to hurt this man.
You might need to hurt this man. You don't have Dominate or Majesty.
I know, I might have to hurt this man.
You could attempt to lash out at him with your beast, which could imbue with him a specific emotion or inclination that you might be able to manipulate, but it's unwieldy. It generally gets people to do reckless things, not really do what you want, per se. It can be used to provoke. It can be used to entice or frustrate.
Entice might work. Okay, why not? This is a mechanic I've never tried before. Let's see how we can fuck up this.
Okay. So, I'm going to go over the rules for lashing out now. As all kindred possess this innate ability. So, if you want to entice, you'll need to use the seductive beast. It evokes the primal need for instant gratification and causes the want-on condition.
Sounds
To
interesting.
use it,
Mhm.
you need to roll blood potency plus a power attribute, so strength, intelligence, presence. One of those three.
Okay.
Actually, no, it's for seductive, it's presence.
Okay. That is with my blood potency. That is 4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
How dice roller 2 treats me today. Oh, it gives me 1 success.
Okay. I'm gonna roll for him. Because even mortals do actually get the opportunity to fight the beast. Although they are very poor at it. And generally... Yep. Okay. So, you bring out your beast to draw him in. Filling him with reckless abandon and the need to satisfy himself immediately. You notice his... you notice him stop. Stares at you. Almost longingly. The change in his emotion, in his expression, his body language is extremely jarring and stark.
I will open the door to the bathroom. And we'll look at him like, hey, follow, you know? Does that look?
Oh, okay. Roll me... Roll me presence plus persuasion, or manipulation plus persuasion.
Relation. Will I even persuade? I do persuade. Oh my! I have a dice in that.
I think she is 1050 her own vehicle. She's gonna. Oh, she's still mobile.
Wow. Oh, there were my successes. God damn it. That's 3 successes.
Driven by the beast, he follows you into the bathroom.
Oh, you know what they don't have in bathrooms? Security cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He is going to, you know, to open a stall. And, let him in so that when someone accidentally enters the bathroom, it immediately look weird. And, I think she's gonna feed off him. Mainly to give him that sensation, right? Because he wants that satisfaction. Like, this guy is a little bit older, so if she takes, like, 2 blood points off him, he might just be extremely worn out and tired. I feel really bad for saying all these things, you know?
You want to inflict a drained condition on him.
Yes, and then I want to take his ID.
And his keys, presumably.
And his keys, yes.
You may
You
need...
can just have a nap on the, in the bathroom stall. Or something else. I'll figure that out when we get there.
Okay. So you'll need to, you may need to take more than 2 blood points.
Okay.
You may need to take 3.
Okay, I'll take 3.
Okay. When you take him, he looks clearly woozy, very tired. Not in a good place for someone who's starting work.
Mm-hmm.
He stumbles somewhat, and he doesn't look too well.
Okay. So after they're sort of done, presumably at least had a good time. You know.
Yeah, everything's a bit hazy for him right now. He sort of stumbles into one of the stalls because he doesn't feel right. You sort of hear him groan, and he only looks like he's half conscious now.
Dear. So, you know, Allie will be like, hey, are you okay? So?
No, I need a moment.
Do I need to call someone? Sir?
No, I'll be fine.
You don't look fine. I'm really sorry. Let me just call security. I think it's best you get a cab and go home.
No, I can. It's all right.
Okay. Well, if you're really sure, come. Let's go then.
Yeah, no, for you minutes.
I can probably help you tonight. We'll get through the night together.
Yeah. He's barely
So I
even
guess they're
registering
not-
the fact that you fed off him, which means that you probably took quite a lot of blood from him.
Yeah.
It's normally they're quite responsive. But he looks like he just looks sick.
Mhm.
But you imagine he's affected as any other immortal as by the kiss. It's just... well... he's just too tired to act on it.
Yeah. She'll try and help him up and, you know, get out of the bathroom.
Okay.
And
What do you do when you're out of the bathroom?
like he looks really ill, so she'll just be like, "Hey, come on, let's at least get you a coffee first, okay? You can go back to the reception after I made sure that you're seated. You really look bad."
So you sort of help him walk. You notice his weight leans a lot more heavily on you as you see him stumble and fall unconscious.
Oops. She'll definitely call for security. Like, please.
Okay.
There's something
and
really
if you
wrong
do
with him.
that, you're going to get ousted.
Why?
And they're gonna want to know who you are.
I mean, it's fair. Figured, you know, with me having the ID and having the keys, I could, you know, probably.
Well, you currently have a picture of an aging man on your ID, and you are clearly not an aging man.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. You know. Okay. He's going to, you know, like, put him like against the bathroom wall. Then. Didn't know if the idea had a
You
picture
can
on
roll
it.
me an intelligence medicine check to see how bad the issues are. You are a kindred, so you can add your blood potency to this check.
Yes, sweetheart. You think that I have medicine?
Look, with your blood potency, you get +2 dice, which only makes the penalty -1.
Medicine is -3 on skills.
Yes, that's what I mean. With blood potency, you're getting
Okay.
+2 dice to the check, so it's only a -1
Sure.
total.
try. I'll try.
You can make this, maybe.
I have one success.
Oh, there you go. So you have no medical knowledge, but your kindred senses give you a lot more insight than a regular mortal would have upon, when you just look somebody over. You can hear their heart rate, you can sense their breathing patterns, you can tell whether or not they're tired, and even to a lesser extent how like the purity of their blood. Although that generally requires one to taste blood. You don't have bloodhound, or you are not a bloodhound, rather. But you can tell he's not in any immediate danger. You think he's just. You just took too much blood. But not so much to put him in immediate danger. Enough to make him sick, but not enough to kill him. Not enough that he requires an ambulance. He'll probably wake up an hour later and maybe panic. He might call in sick, given that he fell unconscious. It's more likely that somebody might find him. You'll need to put him in a place where he won't necessarily be found.
Okay. Has she seen any of those places where she could, quickly
Bathroom stall.
dash him for an hour?
Bathroom stall?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. So yeah, actually, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna, drop his pants, put him on the toilet, and I'm gonna close the door, and with my lockpick thing, lock the bathroom stall from the outside. So that, when he wakes up, he probably went to the toilet, not feeling well, and then passed out.
It doesn't use mechanical locks. You can just, they're just little sliding things.
Okay.
Yeah. Which you can actually open from the outside with just a bit of effort and with vigor. It's actually easy, so you don't need to roll for that.
Cool.
Well, you managed to deal with him. Poor janitor, whose name you never even caught.
Oh, I feel bad for him. Allie seriously hopes that he'll be back within the hour so that she can actually return the key and the pass to him. Yeah, she'll be on her way. Clock's ticking.
Clock is ticking. Getting up to and through the list is no problem. You're in a jumpsuit with some janitorial tools, and things that look like janitorial tools. So you look like you fit in, and nobody's really going to question you. And you begin heading up the various floors. To Cheiron's floor, or one of Cheiron's floor. They have to.
Okay. So, going through, sorry, give me a moment.
They're on floors 28 to 29.
Okay. So, do the floors here in this building come with a little bit of next to the elevator or something a floor plan? Which floor, where are the emergency exits and everything?
You roll your chance dice and see.
Oh dear.
Unfortunately, businesses seldom care so much for these details. You got a 7, so I'll say there is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she'll
Most companies may
study
not care,
that.
but Cheiron does.
I mean,
Cheiron
there
cares
are
about
in.
you.
Yay! That sounds vaguely disturbing. No, she'll study it because first of all, it's always handy to know, if there are several exits that you can use to leave in case of emergency, and also it'll help her figure out the layout so that she might find information on where the best place would be to pick up any information regarding this firm.
On the floor plan, there is, well, you can see that there's sort of cubicles for a lot of the working force. Couple of conference rooms and some private offices for senior management staff.
Okay. Then probably senior management would be a good place to start cleaning. It needs to be very clean.
Gotta clean.
Get it clean.
You know what? Do you want to roll to clean?
I don't mind rolling to clean.
Roll to clean, friend. I'm not sure what that would be. Stamina athletics? Cleaning is terrible, I'll say that much. It is more stamina than anything else.
It could also be perception, something to figure out the areas that need cleaning. I don't know.
Or only stamina plus athletics.
Okay. I'll roll stamina athletics, that's fine. Oh, 3 successes. I clean like a motherfucker.
So. You succeed at cleaning. Good job.
Yay!
Now, you actually have this janitor's keys. You actually found his ID. His name is Edward Rickton. That's the name of his name.
Mm-hmm.
You actually have his keys though, so you're able to get into some of these. You're able to get into the offices without having to pick any locks.
Yay!
He has a lot of keys.
Mm. Oh yeah,
You are, upon entry, exposed to a rather plain-looking office with a glass desk, a view of the city from the back of the Leadenhall building, 19 floors up. Not so high up that buildings still don't tower over you, but the view is nice. Gives you a nice look at the long stretch of road heading down the rest of the city.
She'd love to study that further, but you know, there's work to do.
Computer, some filing cabinets. That's about it.
Okay.
A potted plant just for the scenery.
Plotted pan. Is there any security camera that you can see?
Oh, pardon?
Is there a security camera in the office? Or pointed at the office that can witness her movements?
Oh, 110%.
I figured. So
You've been walking through a small line of
hmm.
surveillance cameras this entire time. This place is well surveyed.
Okay.
Avoiding surveillance is not really possible.
Okay. Is there a way she can angle herself so that it won't be immediately spotted that she's opening the filing cabinets or anything?
Oh, pardon?
Is there a way that she can angle herself so that when she opens the filing cabinets or whatever, it's not immediately spotted?
Roll me Dex larceny. It should be noted the filing cabinets are locked. You'll need to pick these open. So you need to use Dex larceny first of your lockpicking toolkit.
I mean, I still want to do that without the camera actually seeing what I'm doing.
You'll need to make 2 Dex larceny checks. The first
Right.
one is to make it so that you're not clearly seen doing it. The camera will still catch something.
Mm-hmm.
You'll only be completely unseen on an exceptional success.
Yeah. Okay.
On a regular
Actually-
success, it will at least not be clear what you're doing. You could maybe be past us as you're cleaning the cabinet or something.
Yeah. Can I, quote unquote, clean the camera? Making sure there's no dust on it. Actually spraying, some of the cleaning stuff onto the camera so that I'll have so that it'll be, a little bit of a spotty image for a while, because obviously the cleaning stuff needs to.
Maybe, but rendering the camera unable to clearly see what's going on is, well,
Well, not entirely, but just make it a little bit more spotty, so that, for instance, I'll need success less to get a quote unquote exceptional result.
yeah, I'll say that gives you an additional die.
Okay, that's also fine. I will do that. And then I'll roll. Ow! I am giving up. That's it. I'm gonna walk around out of the building. I'm done.
This is supposed to be what Alycat's good at. Why are you rolling only 4 die?
It's not rolling 4. I'm rolling 7.
Oh yeah, you're on dice roll 1. Sorry about that. Oh yeah, wow, that's amazing. That's actually impressive. How
I'm
you're rolling
done.
that
I'm literally done. I'm not gonna continue.
I don't know how. Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know what to say to you at this point. You've just been incredibly unlucky.
I can't continue in this. I can't.
Well, you can just pick it open.
Yeah, but it'll be spotted.
Yeah, and
And I don't want to have to deal with security guards.
who's to say they're lucking? Maybe you'll get lucky.
Fine. Open the lock.
Unless you're doing something obvious, it's unlikely anybody will even notice what's going on. It's just that it will be recorded, and if somebody does feel the need to look back on it, then you'll be caught.
Fair enough.
It's not like
Well,
people
at
are going
least
back on
I,
these recordings every day, trust me. We don't do
No,
work.
At least I'm wearing the gloves, so no fingerprints.
Well, as a kindred, you don't leave fingerprints unless you got the blush of life, so...
Fair enough.
But yeah, roll me your dex larceny.
Yeah,
Cost
and
a few
that's,
dice to mark it.
It's the two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Um,
No real penalty.
one success.
Locked filing
Oh,
cabinets aren't exactly ultra secure. And that's still only one success. Jesus.
yeah. I,
Um,
going back to dice
Fortunately,
roller one, but I don't know. I could try misc, but
there's still, yeah, that's like, and again, another 11 dice without a success. Very, very unlucky.
it's
Um,
how? I don't
but,
even know anymore.
fortunately, all you need is a success.
Mhm.
You don't need to hit a certain number of successes. So, you open the filing cabinet. It's categorized into different areas, different dates, times, etc. You think these are recent financial records?
Mhm.
Do you want to go through them?
So, yes, I'm gonna go through them. I'm also gonna take pictures real quick.
Okay. You'll burn the phone. Well, you just sort of gasped and didn't respond.
It's more like I don't want to study them here because I don't have the time for it. Like Ali still hopes to
Yes,
be back in an hour, so it's better to take pictures and then study them later at home where she's safe or safer.
mm-hmm.
So yeah, gonna go through them. If something immediately stands out, like she will have to study them shortly to get the picture done. So um, like a brief study of them, then picture, brief study, picture, brief study, picture, things like that.
Okay, so take some pictures of the most recent records. Taking pictures of all of them would take a prohibitively long amount of time, so you'll need to leave
Yeah.
the latter half. But you can get the first few records, sort of at the front. That's no problem, and a little bit further in. The most relevant records.
hmm Yeah, maybe take like one of the older ones just to compare.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I need to take a picture of a few older ones just for safety purposes. That's fine.
Yeah.
So you take a few pictures. You'll study them later, which is wise. And you relock the cabinet. Everything is hunky dory, so long as nobody actually looks back on this recording. Nobody will be the wiser.
hmm
There's also the other floor. There's also senior staff's computer in this office.
Okay. Is the computer screen angled away from the camera or towards it?
Angled away from it's angled away from the camera, but the desk is clearly in frame of what the camera's looking at. The camera has a pretty good view of most of the room.
Yeah.
So most
Or
of what can
thinking
be seen
like
here is clear. You don't think they have, from the looks of it, you can roll me you can roll me computers to see if what the camera records, like sort of the quality you'd expect, that sort of thing.
really
Like
can't.
at least dependent on the hardware, but you don't have
I
any
don't
computers.
have any computers, and
Okay.
with the -3 unskilled, I can't.
Okay.
It would literally be a chance dice.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, you don't know if it's recording sound, and you don't really know the quality of a recording either. You could still attempt to break into it if you, if you got some cheap malware.
Yeah, I'll try.
Okay.
So what do I need to roll for that?
You could insert a program that forcibly uploads itself from a USB. Depending what you want it to do, you could do a variety of things. Although, well, I assume you want access.
That would be preferable, yes.
Okay. And if you just hook it up, it will simply upload itself. You'll be able to attempt to break into the computer later from another device.
Okay, cool. Yeah, she's going to pretend to, clean the desk, and meanwhile just install the malware.
Okay.
Is there anything else in the office that she's cleaning it? Seems to be, interesting.
Nothing that you'd immediately see here. But maybe there's something on the other floor.
Okay. Yeah. How much time has she spent here?
Half an hour, 45 minutes.
Okay. Yeah, then she'll go to the next floor.
Okay. The next floor is clearly for oh, pardon?
I have Auspex 1.
Mm-hmm.
So I can ask questions, like general questions.
Not of
Can I
objects,
ask-
but yes.
Not of objects. Okay, that's too bad. I was hoping. I thought it was like of an area. No.
No, you can only ask questions related to danger and the weakness.
Yeah, and my question was going to be like one of the sample questions is who here is most likely to give me what I want. So and another one says what here is most likely to lapse into violence. The what kind of made me assume that it would work on an area. So I figured that if I could go aspects 1 at this and ask what here is the most likely to give me what I want.
That's who here is most likely to give me what I want. The past still relates to people.
Okay, now that's
so you
fair.
can ask it over an area, but it's a case of like it's sort of you're basically asking your beast, what living person here or what person here is likely to do something for me or likely to do this. It's basically scenting out danger or weakness, or opportunity. But given that there's currently no one in the building, or no one in this room that you can see, it wouldn't be useful.
No, that's fair. Okay. No, in that case, yeah, just go to the next floor.
Okay. The next floor, pardon me, is clearly used by upper management. Several more conference rooms, much more open space. More private offices, more desks, like open desks, not those cubicles. Um, less storage here as well. Less, few cabinets.
Yeah.
Bit of room for as a fairly large break area. You can see that one of the walls though is a whiteboard. Seems to be going over R&D. There's another one which is listing projects, like different tasks for different projects with little sticky notes.
Can I pretend to take a couple of selfies and accidentally don't take selfies but shoot the whiteboards instead?
Mm-hmm.
Info on it.
Yep.
Oh, click,
You
click,
can
click.
also make me an investigation check.
We'll do so. It's wits investigation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one success. Still better than nothing. I will take it.
Okay. So you begin exploring the senior management rooms. The senior management offices. And you notice that the largest, the office is probably the senior general manager for this entire area. For both floors. His desk has a lot of locked pigeonholes. Digitally locked.
Pigeonholes? Don't think I understand what you mean.
Pigeonholes, basically compartments in a desk, like little drawers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think I didn't realize how much of an English turn of like English phrase that was until I just said it.
It's fine. It's fine.
There are burbs in the desk. No, yeah, no. It's all locked via car key, which seems very secure.
I'm pretty sure I can't open them, right?
Not with a mechanical lock picking kit.
No, I figured. Do I see anything that might look like it could hold the key? Those things.
You don't think it's here?
That's fair.
It's very unlikely it would be here.
Yeah, probably on the person. Actually, do I see the name of the manager?
Mm-hmm.
That is useful.
So the name of the senior general manager of the administration officers. Long title. Everybody
what?
loves their long titles.
Yeah, long title. Yeah. Wait. Let me write down the title. Senior
basically a
manager of the administrative
You already got
department of.
It's fine. You already got it wrong.
I know I got it wrong. I wasn't paying attention.
Basically just a senior manager. Basically a senior upper manager.
Fine,
that
I'll
runs
not
both these
use the
floors. Their name is Stuart Glisson.
His name, but okay, cool. Let's cook off. No, I'll ask that later. Not here. Locked. I'm gonna take a picture of that desk as well.
Okay. Outside of
Specifically of the key.
outside of the digital locks, it's otherwise a fairly mundane desk.
I just want to have a picture of those locks because I might be able to find someone who can, I don't know, get
The
the
equipment's
hack.
very high quality.
Yeah. Okay. Can't enter the desk. Anything else I can potentially do here? Got pictures of the whiteboards.
Could try and gain access to his PC, although
Probably
you've already
more
taken.
severely.
It might be more
Yeah.
secure. You've already taken the risk once.
Yeah. Yeah, and it might be more secure. I think trying to access his computer would be amazing. But I don't think it's currently gonna work unless I have some more computer stuff.
Gaining access to their
It's-
internal systems in general is reward enough.
Yeah.
perhaps.
Okay. Yeah, then she's just gonna, have a quick look around, make sure to do some actual work, like, changing some of the bins and things like that. And I think with that she'll try and make her way down again to the bathroom where the poor guy is.
Okay, as you begin to make your way back to the lift, you noticed one of the wheelie chairs rotates towards you. Just sort of spins
Okay.
towards you.
That's weird.
It's very weird.
There's someone in there.
Well, sorry. Do you just ask if there's somebody inside the chair?
I mean, why is the chair suddenly spinning around? That's
It's a good question.
yes.
It just spins. It just turns towards you. Doesn't start spinning.
I mean,
just
still,
turns
the
to
fact that
face
it
you.
turns towards me is annoying. Can I make an aspect roll?
Can roll me your Auspex plus blood potency if you like.
I don't have a large pool for it, but oi, this is problematic. Success.
Okay, you
Probably
don't,
not
you
enough.
don't see anything.
Yeah, no. Okay. I mean, I think Ali might just ask someone there. 'Cause, it is sort of weird that a chair simply turns around.
Mm-hmm. You just hear a voice that you cannot place, but you hear. Oh dearie do, what do we have here? A stray cat with some stolen keys. in a neighborhood that is very much not her own.
So, who are you?
Do you think if I wanted that revealed, I would not do that myself?
I've been polite.
I don't think draining our janitorial stuff is very polite, but well, here we are.
Isn't aware this place was led by one of our own. Would have done it.
Wrong minute sub, because you definitely know Kendra frequent this place and use it.
I mean, technically, I don't.
You absolutely do. Yeah. You don't know. You know Kindred
You
use
didn't
this
say
place and
anything about
Invictus are heavily
Empire.
invested in it. You don't know if anybody
I mean,
runs
this
it.
is
This
true.
Kindred might not. You don't know.
This is true. So with subterfuge, right?
It's a manipulation subterfuge.
Manipulation subterfuge. Fuck.
He's gonna actively contest this because he doesn't buy a line for even a second.
Oh god.
Okay.
Wait, what am I doing? I'm doing it wrong, guys.
You're adding yourself.
I'm adding myself. Yeah, that's fair.
Okay. You only have 3 dice to subterfuge?
Yes.
Oh, fair enough. Okay. Well, you actually get the 1 success, which is about average for 3 dice, so...
Probably has more.
Everybody knows who the city belongs to. Dear Alycat.
It belongs to the king. The queen. You the king.
It very much does. And yet I do not believe the king has offered you an invitation. Like, no, he certainly didn't give you permission to engage in your bit of corporate espionage, although I do appreciate the attempt.
Oh, I'm glad you appreciate it. I'll be on my merry way then. And I apologize.
Oh, by all means. I certainly won't be the one to stop you.
Who will?
Perhaps we can come to an arrangement.
Be
I have no interest in kicking up a fuss about this issue, and no doubt you'd rather be on your, as you say, merry way.
great
I
if
just
you-
happened to notice that there was an unfamiliar individual in the area, and, well, found that she'd been perhaps a bit too curious for her own good. But I don't need to tell anyone that. What the establishment doesn't know doesn't hurt it. But I would need some sort of reassurance from yourself, something in exchange. Bit of horse trading.
Reassurance in what?
A boon, of course. Nothing but a boon. A minor boon. What do you say? I think that is a fair trade.
I am not against it. I just would like to know who I owe.
That will be labelled in the book. Or through word of mouth. One or the other. Everybody places so much emphasis on that damn book. Half the boons in the city aren't even registered to it. Mine certainly aren't. Although I believe this one will be.
Well, I think it would be in everybody's best interest if we resolve it that way. However, I feel it difficult to agree to something. Again, I don't know who am I agreeing to. After all, if I have Mr. Stanford himself sitting across me currently, a boon, no matter something different than if I had, for instance, name random Invictus. I'm sure she knows a couple of names.
It is true you do not know who is in this chair. But there is a price to every risk, my dear. It's time to pay up.
Hypothetically speaking, if I don't, what will the consequences be? I presume you will tell everybody.
You can presume whatever you like.
Not really giving me much to go with. But I understand when I'm cornered. I will owe you the boon.
Thank you. And I'll ensure no one hears of this. Keep the hassle out of your hair.
Thank you.
Very welcome.
Would you mind humoring me with one more question?
Well, I don't mind questions.
So, did you follow me inside from the streets, or do you have particular interest in this company itself?
I merely so happen to be in the area. Although I'm not among those that proactively protect this area, although it rarely needs such proactive protection. Many of us frequent this place, as I'm sure you're aware.
I did hear something like that, yes.
I just happen to be the one doing so on this occasion.
I'm grateful that you were the one and not someone else. Be less inclined to settle this matter.
Oh,
By the way,
yes.
can I P&E to him for, whether he was telling the truth or not regarding the, do you have an interest in this particular company bits?
Yes, but you cannot see him, so it is almost impossible to get an accurate read on him.
I would still like to try.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I'll give it a -5 dice, because there's no body language to look over. There's really just their voice. You don't even know where the voice is coming from, so...
Well, I presume from the chair, since the chair fucking moved. No?
It comes from a vague direction, but it's not obvious. It's actually quite
No,
difficult.
I get that.
It's difficult to track. Like, you imagine it's coming from the chair, but... Like, you
He
imagine
could've stood
the
up and
person is on
walked
the
around
chair,
at
but it
points.
doesn't... Yeah, it doesn't...
Yeah.
Like, the way you hear it, it doesn't feel as if it is.
Yeah.
It feels as if it's just coming from in front of you, from a vague general distance.
So, is that wits empathy?
It's empathy -5 dice, because again, there's just no person.
Does trained observer work on this?
Trained observer will... oh no, that's wits composure.
Okay, fair enough.
Trained observer rolls for wits composure, but not.
Then it'll
something.
just be a chance dice.
Yeah. Unfortunately, trying to empathy someone that you can't see is very, very difficult.
I fail. Okay, but it's fine. So yeah, Allie will nod. Says, "Oh, thank you for doing business with you. It was a pleasure. Hopefully next time it'll be a little bit more personal. If you don't mind, I have someone to check up on, and make sure that he gets home okay."
Feel free. Feel free. I'm personally not invested either way.
It was not his. Anyway, good night.
Good evening.
Allie will, hop around, head into the elevator. When the doors close, she's like, "Oh God." But not too much, because nothing stops him from actually getting into the elevator with her. So,
Yep.
she'll go down. She'll go to the bathroom. She'll check up on the guy.
You make your way down the left, back through the way you came. Give poor Edward his keys.
If he's still unconscious, he's just gonna place it back on his body.
Yeah, he is, which is actually slightly concerning. He's been out for over an hour.
Okay, she'll, kind of pat him on the cheek. It's like, Edward, wake up. Come on.
For a moment, you worried you may have done too much damage, but he does seem to respond when you tap him.
Try and get him somewhat awake, and then she's basically just gonna tell him, "Okay, you can't really work like this. Come on, I'm gonna bring you home." She'll actually do that.
Okay. Alright. And I think with that, I can end this scene there. You taking the very man you stole from back to his home. Thank you.
I mean, you didn't steal. That was borrowing. She returned everything. That was borrowing.
That doesn't. The theft is not contingent upon you giving it back. But
She borrowed what she needed. She did his work for him. Then she returned him home.
Alycat
Okay.
strikes again. You also did like a fraction of his work for him.
I know.
So,
I didn't have a lot of time.
thank you, Player, for playing. Thank you, Watcher, for watching. We'll see you all next time. Bye bye.